blame, you let it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Stacking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. Take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom.
All right. Welcome everybody to EMP Money. This is our daily live AMA and Detonator and Reactor rollover events. My name is AJ. I'm the team lead here, and I'm joined by Bull Gates in LA. But I think Bull might be a little late. Oh, and again, I didn't have my Telegram on. Give me one moment. Alright, so Telegram is live. So, yeah, I'm joined by Bull Gates in LA. I think Bull is running a little bit late. He might miss it today. I haven't seen him on. But LA, I'm assuming you're there, right?
I'm here.
Alright, awesome. So, again, we have an amazing day that we had based on about 2 AMAs that went really well. We have a bunch of alpha and some major announcements that we need to fill everybody in on as far as our ecosystem. So, that being said, we're going to start with the reactor rollover. However, during this week, with all the focus on the NFTs, we may be skipping some of the rollovers on Detonator and Reactor because I've been putting in, literally talking all day long on these AMAs. I want to make our nightly AMAs as short and to the point as possible. So, all right. That being said, let's get into Reactor real fast. Give me one moment.
We've already got a really big deposit on there.
Yes, LA, again, another awesome day of deposits. We'll talk about that right now. Let me open it up. Give me one more minute.
Was that you, LA?
I wish it was.
All right, so there you have it. 37.4 LP already in Reactor. I think with all the hype today around our AMAs, people are getting excited about Reactor again and building their positions in Reactor. But we have about 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Again, if you're not familiar with what Reactor is, it is a glorified ROI contract where you deposit eShare BNB LP and you're able to get up to 365% ROI over time. However, if you're compounding more than you claim, you never hit that maximum, and you can truly produce passive income for as long as there are funds in the pool balance. So, this has proven to be an extremely successful model, not only to help us lock a ton of liquidity on eShare BNB or any of the assets that we have these contracts interact in, but it's also a great way to reward users for adding their LP. So if you do deposit the LP, it's locked up, which means you no longer have access to those funds. But Reactor, if you hit the win it now on Reactor, I mean, you're looking at almost 1% a day in returns anyway, because any of the win it now or the lottery prizes, if you are the largest depositor, are matched. So you're able to double your deposit. And again, you could also be a lucky lottery winner as well. Through our ticketing system, you get tickets based on how much you've deposited or compounded, and really, winning the lottery is the #1 way to increase your daily burst. So, all right, we have about 1 minute left. Good luck, everybody. We'll see if that 37.4 LP is able to take it home today. Again, a great deposit. A little bit early, though, so maybe it left the window open for another sniper. We will see. But good luck, everybody. Again, we'll get into all of our announcements here in 1 minute, but let's celebrate the rollover of Reactor to kick things off. So, and good luck. We only have about just under 3,000 tickets total, so great odds in winning the lottery today as well. So, all right, 25 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Make sure you compound. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, 37.4, take it home. Alright, I think it might have. Let me double check our data. You go to view largest deposits. Go to yesterday. Yes, boom, there you have it. 37.41 LP, taking it home by a long margin. The second deposit was only 2.37, so congrats to them. And another successful day in Reactor. So, alright, we have a bunch of updates to get to. Some major updates that we need to fill everybody in on. So, give me one moment while I pull up my notes, and we will get started. And shout out to DeFi Proof. He has the new backing track. If you guys can't hear it, I know it's a little bit low on purpose, but that is the new background music. So thank you, DeFi Proof. So, all right. We made a very big announcement just before going on air tonight, and so I want to read it. I'll read the announcement, and then we'll talk a little bit about how that affects everything moving forward. So, important announcement. The eShare BNB farm will stop emitting eShare rewards as of today. We're stopping the eShare rewards to the eShare BNB farm, and we'll be using those eShare emissions to be in a more effective way for the ecosystem. We feel the reactor now can provide the required liquidity instead of that eShare BNB LP on the farms. The benefit to the ecosystem is what we're able to do to use the eShares that were admitted to that farm to boost the APRs in both the EMP LP farm and help support both Reactor and Detonator with additional LPs from those rewards while rewarding and incentivizing good actors, meaning those that are compounding more than claiming. So we understand that this is a big change, but it's all part of our master plan for our final form and what will make this ecosystem so bulletproof. Again, I've been alluding to some major changes coming up, and this is one of them. So on that note, though, please do not panic sell your eShare, as there are definitely some options for you, and it's completely up to you what you would like to do with those LPs that need to be removed out of the farm. So you can absolutely put those LPs into Reactor, but realize you are going to be subject to having to compound daily on that. Or again, there's many ways to skin the cat, and I'll get into that right now about what we've come up with to be fair on this short notice. So because we realize that some of you will now want to break your LP and sell your eShare, we wanted to do everybody a solid, and that you don't have to face a big price impact to drop the eShare price. So for the next 3 days, starting right now, it's live as we speak. We're offering an eShare OTC swap at the current average of $130 per eShare. So we calculated the 10-day average of eShare and settled on $130 per eShare. So you can submit any eShare that you want to sell. Again, right now it's a little bit above that, so you're probably better off selling on the market. But if we do see a large drop in eShare price, you're better off to do it through the OTC. So, and again, the way we calculated the OTC amount is that we take in an average of the eShare price daily highs over the last 10 days to provide a fair market value that equates. And again, nobody's making you sell the eShare either. So it's completely up to you. So if you would like to swap your eShare, fill out the form that we've listed in all of our socials for the next between Monday, October 24th at 6 p.m. Eastern, and Thursday, October 27th at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we will swap your eShare for BUSD after it's sent to that wallet address. And the OTC is only open for the next 3 days, so there is a time frame on this. And as we move forward, all funds, please remove all your funds from the eShare BNB LP. The rewards are going to stop momentarily. So again, I know that's a lot of info to take in, but we really feel like this is going to help with the sustainability and the final form of all that we have coming. And we needed to do it on short notice because of this NFT launch and everything that we have going. So LA, I don't know if you want to add a little bit more to that context or anything I may have left out.
I think you got it all. Yeah, just again, don't go panic selling. I know the price is a little bit higher right now, but we think that we've done it in a really fair way so that none of you end up with the short end of the stick, just so the few of you who can run to sell the fastest win. Obviously, the EMP protocol is all about creating ways for everyone to win, and we thought that this OTC swap was that solution. So we've taken the highs over the last 10 days and come up with this fair price because obviously if everyone runs to sell, the price is going to be quite a bit lower than that. So we just want to do everyone a solid, and there's many options for everyone. You can go into Reactor, you can, there's obviously, them all. So AJ just mentioned them.
Yep, 100%. And we can answer more questions as we go. It's completely up to all of you on how you want to play it. But so yeah, and again, I know that's a big change. And there may be some other, big changes coming. I mean, we still have no plans on, the overall mission of making EMP, the #1 passive income platform while maintaining exposure to Ethereum. We just again are making some changes that really will help, in the long run. And really, again, I mean, all the LP that may or may not be broken off the farm, we feel like we're gonna make up that LP because again, I always say liquidity is king, but we actually may end up getting more liquidity between moving some of that LP into Reactor, and then again, any of the funds from the NFT that we're launching going into Reactor as well. So I have a lot of other awesome news as well. And then
sorry,
go ahead,
do some, just before you move on, can we do a couple questions on that?
For sure, I would love to. So, yep, do you see any coming in?
Yep. So will this affect the eShare BNB in Magic and Beefy auto compounders, is being asked by Dastardly Dick.
Yes, totally. So, yes, you will also, want to remove the eShare BNB LP from all the auto compounders as well, both Magic and Yield Wolf or Beefy, any of those, because they're able to pay the rewards through those emissions. So yes, anywhere that you have EMP ETH LP, whether it be in the farms on the website, in auto compounders, or just sitting in your wallet, you're not going to be able to yield any additional eShare as reward. So the option is to unpair and sell the eShare OTC with us, or hang on to your eShare, or go into the reactor now. Again, just realize you are going to have to compound daily if you go into the reactor. So, yep. All right, go ahead, LA.
Yep. So can you just repeat the part about how some of the emissions will be used to support the reactor and detonator? Because I think Max missed that part.
Yeah, so that is the most bullish part of all of this. I mean, we're getting rid of the farms that are kind of dead weight, so to speak. Oh, and by the way, we've already made this announcement as well. But this is happening today as well because we're doing both at the same time. But the eShare MDB Plus farm is also going to be shut down as of now. So again, Jake is actually rerouting emissions as we speak, so it may be happening right this minute based on me being on the AMA. But yeah, so the only farm now that will be on our native farm will be the EMP ETH LP, and that's really what we want to promote anyway. And again, I mean, we're doing this for the sustainability of the project, and to have eShares being emitted now that we can actually, take profit in responsibly, and then use that to go into more LPs in either reactor or detonator, which again will help the daily burst, because everybody says, why is my daily burst going down? Well, these are ways that we're going to help mitigate the daily burst going down. So, and then I saw a question too here that says, if eShare is $160 at the moment, why would we sell at 130? So yeah, at the moment I would just sell on the market. Obviously, you wouldn't want to OTC to us lower than what the market bears. So again, you're welcome to sell on the market right now. And then if and when we do drop below or get right around that 130 mark, then you're able to sell to us OTC. So again, it's just a way of us to try to do right by the community with a short-term notice on this, and really trying to set us up for the final form. So all right, go ahead, LA. Any other questions?
I think that's pretty much it.
All right, awesome. Well, and again, I mean, we're also routing some of the eShare emissions to the EMP ETH LP farm as well. So you should also see a bump in the APR for your EMP ETH LPs as well. So again, that's why I've said it on many of the AMAs today, but we're hopefully trying to find a floor on EMP itself, and we can move in the right direction. So, all right, awesome. Yeah, I guess that's again. I'm happy that we can take some more questions later. If any of you have additional questions, let me share some more alpha though, and kind of update everybody from today. So we had some amazing AMAs today. Two of them, one with Dow King and one with Crypto Degen. Both awesome communities, and I don't know, LA, you were there for both of them. I mean, the energy was hype. I think a lot of people are really excited for this NFT. I mean, I could feel the energy on both of those AMAs. So yeah, you want to add anything to that? Yeah.
They were amazing. I thought the first one was so good, and then they just kept getting better. I mean, the questions were so good. Everyone was so engaged, and I mean, all of last week, everyone that I asked if they would want to get on an AMA with you, or if they would want to do a video about this, about EMP in general, everyone was so excited, and I just heard yes from everyone. And now that we're actually starting them, it's not only the people who run these groups or who are these influencers who are excited. It's all of their communities as well. It's the same exact energy. They're so excited about EMP and these NFTs. And it's just like the energy and what they're saying is, I don't care what the utility is. I just want one. They're like, oh,
Yes.
it's AJ, it's EMP. I just want one.
Yes.
They just know that if it's coming from you, it's gonna be really good. And like that type of reputation that you built, I mean, it says a lot. So I'm pretty psyched. I mean, it was just really, really high energy and very good questions and just very engaged audiences. So I was really pumped.
Yep, no doubt, LA. And again, I mean, I know that we haven't really been able to make a public statement unless you were a part of those AMAs earlier, but there has been a ton of other DeFi projects falling like dominoes around us. Stable Fund, Yield Nodes, Wealth Mountain. I mean, just that was in the last, 4 days. So really, really scary times out there. However, we have always delivered at EMP. I mean, again, and I think that people are finally starting to realize that everything that we've said all along about trusting in teams that have, a great track record, that have always delivered, that are completely transparent, and I definitely don't want to make light of it. If any of you were in those, I feel for you. But you can't always chase the new shiny object. I mean, you have to invest in your investment. And if EMP has been consistent for you, maybe it's not the prettiest, girl on the dance floor. Meaning, that the APRs may not be insane. But again, we're sustainable, and I would much rather have sustainability over ridiculous, 1, 2, 3% daily returns that would not, would never, anybody knowing how math works knows that it's almost impossible to keep those, payments going. So again, really awesome stuff. Again, thanks to all of our emperors that showed up to those AMAs. And this was only 2 today of what 14 AMAs that we have coming, LA. So yeah, you're gonna talk a little bit about what
It's
we
up to
have.
16 now, actually.
Amazing. You're working me like a dog, but I love it. So yeah, LA, what's on the agenda for tomorrow? Can we talk a little bit about that? Or yeah, go ahead.
Sure. You'll have to give me 5 minutes because I restarted my computer, so the schedule's not up.
All right, yeah, no worries. So we'll go into that a little bit in a minute, but I have another amazing bit of alpha that again, if you're part of one of the AMAs, you may have heard a little bit of this, but we have secured an audit. So this is something that's always been on our roadmap. It's something that I teased while I was on vacation before I got back about one of the major things in our roadmap and the milestones that our project needs to hit. So we have secured a Paladin audit. So Paladin is literally one of the best auditing companies in the space, and the fact that these detonator contracts are closed source, it was really important that some of our larger players that we've been in discussions with that want to utilize this detonator as a service, they said if we were able to get an audit for Paladin, that they would be all in. So this is really, really exciting. Again, we're in the beginning stages of the Paladin audit, but hopefully, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will completely audit, and then that will open the floodgates to another partner that we've been in major, major discussions with that could help us scale these detonator as a service contracts exponentially. So it's really amazing. And again, all the big dogs have Paladin audits, and so we felt again, an audit is only worth what it says. But if anybody's gonna to do it, the do it the right way, we're really confident in Paladin, and they're one of the big dogs out there. So really exciting stuff about that as well. And really, it's a matter of being a FUD buster. Like nobody would be able to FUD anything after that Paladin audit, even though the contracts are closed source. So again, really amazing stuff. LA, I don't know, you back? You want to go over some of the marketing we have in store or any other loose ends? Go ahead.
Yeah, we have. Oh, I can tell you what we have for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. We actually at 12 Eastern, we have a Twitter space with Travlad. Travlad. I don't know if you guys remember, but AJ did a Twitter space with him once before, but he has insane engagement on his Twitter. He's got over 350,000 followers. His posts always get like thousands and thousands of likes and hundreds of retweets. Like him posting about your project gets a lot of eyeballs on it. So that one's going to be a really, really big one for new exposure to EMP. And we're really psyched about that one. I mean, we're really psyched about all of them, let's be honest.
Yep,
um,
totally.
and then Chris Farrell has one in his group with AJ, so that's going to be really exciting. I don't know if he's on right now, but I think he's been in the group typing. So he's going to be hosting AJ with his group. And then we also have at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we have AJ with the DeFi Club Telegram group. So that's going to be really exciting as well. So got all of that coming up tomorrow, and then our own AMA afterwards. So it's going to be another jam-packed day.
Yep, no doubt, LA. Again, we purposely, had all this set up to have the most impact possible as we continue to strive, getting the word out on this NFT and what it will do for our ecosystem. So yeah, really
And
exciting
then
stuff. Yeah.
we
Yep.
also have at least one, if not two or three YouTube videos coming out tomorrow as well.
Killer. Yep, I know that was another thing we didn't even mention. We have all these amazing AMAs, but we've also scheduled some standalone just videos from a lot of our trusted YouTube partners. So yeah, I mean, we're going to be hearing about EMP all over the place over the next, few days. And again, leading up to this NFT launch for sure. So, all right, awesome. Again, this is a lot of major announcements. I don't know, LA. The last major news is that the NFT white paper has been released. So, do you want me to go through that now, or just let people do it on their own? We definitely have some time today, so I'm more than happy to kind of go through it. For those of you that may have missed anything. But yeah, you want me to read through it, LA?
Yeah, I definitely think you should at least read through and let them know how the legendary auction is going to go. And then we also have some questions that I put on your sheet for today that some people asked in the group today.
All right, perfect. So yeah, again, you guys can follow along in our docs section of EMP Money, or I'm sure LA or someone else will post the link to this in all of our socials if it has not been posted already. But just to recap, we are releasing the Sentinel Squadron. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and share my screen just so we can do this together. Bear with me. All right, so hopefully you guys can read that. Again, apologies if it's a little small. But so the Sentinel Squadron NFT is a collaborative NFT collection between EMP and MDB. All the NFT funds that are raised will be invested into the Win It Now of Reactor for an instant 2x. And so we did a deep dive on this in the Crypto Degen AMA that will be posted again. It was in Discord, but he recorded it, so it will be launched soon. But we did a deep dive on how this is going to break down. Please go watch that video if you want to know more about, the specifics on how we're going to do that. But long story short is we use the Win It Now for that 2x bonus and to scale into the reactor, so it's not all funds going in on the first day. And then we're going to utilize a 5-2 compound claim strategy. We also do that strategy based on hours, so it's a daily strategy, not a weekly strategy. That was another major question that people said, how are you going to give rewards daily if it's a weekly schedule? Well, we are doing it daily, so hopefully that helps clear that up. NFT holders yield through the lucrative reactor claim. So again, with that 5-2 strategy, not only are we claiming those e-shares at a responsible rate, but because we're compounding more than we're claiming, it keeps the pool balance very, very healthy and should theoretically help all of you that are in Reactor as well. Because yes, there will be dilution, but because the pool balance is so much higher, it should, equal out as well. So, and then again, we yield the distributed amount to NFT holders in the form of eShare and MDB. Some of that eShare will be sold to buy MDB, and again, that's how we're able to accumulate what we need to accumulate, but still make it sustainable for everybody involved. So, and again, we have been kind of vague on some numbers, but we're thinking that a very conservative number is about 0.4% daily on what you're able to yield by holding these NFTs. So the mint price is $300. It will happen on Sunday, October 30th, American time. And then again, depending on where you are, that's 8 a.m. Eastern or 12 p.m. UTC. And you can buy in both BUSD or Phoenix Plus. So, and here's some examples of the Sentinel Squadron, some of those robots. So exciting stuff. All right, and then we went over a lot of this yesterday. LA, what part do you want me to go over? Oh, the auction, correct?
Yes.
All right, so this is new. Again, if you didn't watch the AMA yesterday, please do so. We go over all this in detail, but the legendaries are something that we just added. So again, the details, they're always part of the plan, but now we have some hard details for you. So we will be doing a total of 5 legendaries. So how do I get a legendary? There are 5 legendaries in total. Of the 5, 2 of them will be auctioned off prior to the mint on the 30th, and 3 of them will be available randomly distributed amongst the rest of the NFTs. A few lucky buyers will randomly receive the extremely rare legendary. So again, we'll have more info on the auction here. I'll read it in this next paragraph. But if you're buying more than one NFT, your chances of getting a legendary are obviously a lot higher. So that's why we're also encouraging if you're able to buy more than one NFT, it increases your odds. And so the legendaries will still yield the same because we want to be fair to all the participants. However, these legendaries will have a lot of other attributes. So meaning if you do own a legendary, you will have VIP status, beyond VIP status in our ecosystem, as well as MDB, where again we'll be giving perks, early access opportunities, larger allocations, you name it. I mean, you're gonna want to have one of these legendaries for sure. So, and all 5 legendaries will be one of a kind artwork. Some of the attributes will be reused, but the majority of it will be completely new and unique. So sorry for the background noise. My son is going crazy. So all right, let me go into the legendary auction, and then we'll take some questions. Bear with me. Or yes, my son's excited for the NFT drop. Man, he knows what's up. So all right, the legendary auction. We will be auctioning off 2 of the legendary NFTs on Friday, October 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. UTC. Here's how the auction will work. It's a blind auction, so we'll be posting a link into to a Google form. You will be able to fill out the bidding form throughout the 24-hour auction window, we'll be periodically announcing the highest bid on Telegram and Discord, and you may fill out the form as many times as you would like over the 24-hour period, with the higher bids as long as you intend to purchase the legendary with that bid if you win. And again, we may have a little bit of updates to how this auction will work. This is just the initial release of how we're doing it. So within the 24-hour auction window, I'm sorry, when the 24-hour auction window closes on Saturday, October 29th at 2 p.m., 6 p.m. UTC, 2 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UTC, the two highest bids both win the auction, as there are two legendaries up for auction. The highest bidder gets to choose which one they want first, and the second bidder will get the second one. So the second highest bidder gets the remaining legendary. So there you have it. That's a breakdown on how the auction will work. This blind auction was used in the original Infinity NFT with MDB, and it had major success. I think those legendaries went for about $10,000 each. So it could be an amazing opportunity to get in on the ground floor. So, all right, LA, did that sum it up? Let me know if you have any other questions, or go ahead.
You nailed it. If you want to start with the questions on the sheet, I'll look out for other ones.
All right, perfect. Give me one moment. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, here we go. Question number 1. You are spreading the mint over 5 hours in 10 30-minute windows to accommodate time zones. But if all 500 NFTs are not sold within any of those given 30-minute windows, the rest of all those unsold NFTs are burned and the sale is over. Does that not essentially mean that everyone from around the world should try to be awake for the start of the sale, just in case they don't sell out? So yeah, I mean, we've done everything we can to ensure an equal opportunity. But absolutely, I mean, if you really want to guarantee that you're getting an NFT, I would absolutely suggest that you're up or within the first 2 or 3 windows. And again, I mean, from what we've been seeing, I think that we're gonna make it through many windows, and if not sell out completely. But again, it's hard to predict the future. And so yeah, I mean, I would just say if you can plan to be there early, you probably want to be there early. Not financial advice. So, all right. Second question. You're estimating a 0.4% APR on the NFTs. What is that APR based on? So yeah, it would be 0.4% of whatever you're contributing. So it would be dependent on if you buy one NFT, that's 0.4% of $300. If you buy 2, it would be 0.4% of $600, and so on and so on. And again, these APRs are ultra conservative. It may be more, it may be less. So, we have a really hard time, displaying APR, because again, it's very difficult to calculate based on all the variables that we have. But again, that's a good way to kind of give you a ballpark of where we're at. So, and again, the way that we are calculating this is that the current reactor APR boosted by the NFTs, the NFT funds that are deposited, the removal of the whale tax, because again, we're going to be doing this with multiple wallets, and then the daily auto compound claim ratio of 70%, 30%, which is that 5-2 strategy. And then certain variables that may affect the daily APR up or down include, but are not limited to, the value of each share BNB in the LP value, again, if each share goes up, typically the rewards are even better. The purchase price of the NFT if you bought it on the secondary market after launch. So again, if you missed the launch, you're able to buy these on the secondary market, but they may be a lot more expensive, or they may be a lot less expensive. So again, depending on what you buy the NFT at, will also, affect the APR. So again, you can see why this is a lot more complicated than it sounds. But and then finally, the lottery amounts that the Sentinel Squadron NFT investment pool will win. So again, by being able to hopefully win, some lotteries, that will also help boost that pool as well. So and that could be again that could boost the APR by itself. So all right, awesome. Next question is. All right, so LA, are you still on? Do you wanna read this
Yep.
question for me?
Sure.
If you can go through it, I gotta
Yep.
catch my breath here. So yeah, go ahead.
Man, and I was just on the farm page. I noticed the EMP ETH farm already has a daily APR boost. Wow, that was quick.
All right, well there you have it. Jake's been busy behind the scenes, and again, even more of a reason to be putting your EMP ETH LP on the farm to start yielding. So yep, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean just
Yeah,
daily APR boost.
yeah,
Just APR.
no, I love it
Um,
totally.
okay, so the next question is, will this NFT do anything to support the draining detonator pool balance? A couple of you asked that. Shooting AJ with the tough ones.
Yeah,
So,
I love it, LA. Yes, go ahead.
and he likes the tough ones, right?
I do.
No question unanswered,
No
right?
doubt. That's my motto. Yeah, LA, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously the detonator pool balance has a lot to do with peg, and we've been in a bear market, and the peg's been ticking down over the last couple months. And the NFTs give us what we call EMP supercharges. And so if you've looked at the white paper today, you would have seen that on the sheet at the bottom of the sheet that says main benefits to NFT holders. And at the bottom, it says EMP supercharges. And so there's two of them on there. So first of all, from the win it now, as you know, every time someone hits the win it now button, the treasury gets 10% of that. And so in this circumstance, the 10% that the treasury gets will be invested into yielding options outside of our ecosystem. And then we'll be using that revenue to buy back and burn EMP on a continuous loop. And so that's one thing. And then the 5% royalty from the sales of NFT on the secondary market are going to be used to buy back and burn EMP as well. So both of these things are going to help the health of our entire ecosystem as well as our peg. And all of you know, as we get closer and closer to peg, people get a lot more bullish on depositing into Detonator. And that's when you'll start to see the pool balance start to climb again. Also, with the news that we just announced, a large portion of those emissions from the farm that's closing down are going to be used to help support Reactor and Detonator and incentivize good actors. And so that will incentivize compounding more than claiming, which will also help the pool balance. Once we're able to use these supercharges to help boost the peg, that will naturally help to actually, I think you already mentioned that part before, so I'll skip the part. I think that's the main answer to that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Awesome. Hopefully that helps address all that. All right. The next question is, when does the NFT stop paying out? Is there a set ROI time or ROI or time frame? So yeah, that's the other beautiful part about this NFT is that there is no maximum payout. So as long as there's funds in the reactor, this theoretically will pay forever. And so again, the reason that can happen is and is not subject to that 365% maximum ROI is because we're compounding more than we are claiming. So again, just like all of you, you have the same opportunity that we do. We're not, giving ourselves any kind of special advantage or anything. I mean, all of you are able to get away with not getting that maximum if you're compounding at least more than you're claiming because your pool balance and pool share continues to either maintain or go up. So there you have it. All right, awesome. I see a question in the main Telegram in LA. Let me know if there's any others you want me to go over. In regards to the announcement that we just made with the farms, Mark says, AJ, this is not ethical. You should grandfather in existing eShare BNB LP and continue to pay out rewards in eShare and simply stop new purchases of the eShare BNB LP. This undermines those who have made financial decisions already. How are we able to trust you won't just keep changing the game? Not good, AJ. I'm disappointed on this decision. So, yeah, Mark. I mean, again, bro, I understand you may be a little frustrated, but everything that we do here at EMP is for the health of not only our investors but the protocol itself. So, we're not taking away any opportunity. If anything, putting your eShare BNB LP into Reactor, you're actually going to be getting a higher APR than what you were getting in the farm. I mean, yeah, it's now locked, but it is a very fair, compromise. And again, this is made to be able to utilize those eShares to help the entire protocol, not only repeg, but also be bulletproof as we continue to move forward. So I get that it may be a little bit, frustrating or shocking, but and if you are upset with that and you want to exit, that's why we have, made it as fair as we can on offering the OTC deal on those e-shares. So hopefully that clarifies that. I'm happy to continue to explain, our decision making process. But all right, cool. LA, go ahead. Was there any other random questions or anything we want to go over?
Yeah, Josh was asking, will the legendary NFTs potentially be burned if we end up burning any of them? And I was typing an answer, but I'll just say it out loud. Like, yes, they could be. I feel extremely positive. Let me just preface this by saying this is just my personal opinion, but I'm feeling extremely positive in the chances that we could completely sell out. I'm just going to say that. And that's my personal opinion based on attending these AMAs. So I just want to encourage all of you to attend some of the AMAs this week and just feel the response from people outside of our ecosystem and see if you feel what I feel. I'd just like to invite you to do that because that's why I feel this way, because I'm witnessing other people's response when they hear about this for the first time.
Totally.
And it's very cool. It's very bullish.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. I got that same vibe today. Again, we're always here to underpromise and over deliver, and I hate to like overhype things, but the hype on this is 100% real. Literally everybody is like, they're not looking to get one or two NFTs. They're looking to get like 4, 5, 10 NFTs. So that alone just shows the power of what we can potentially pull off here. And yeah, to answer Josh's question, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the luck of the draw. I mean, we have no way of, influencing that randomness. It's just depending on, when those those legendaries are inserted into, the minting queue. So yeah, I mean, another reason why, if you see one of the windows, getting close, to not meeting that 500, and there's a minute or two left, that might be a great reason to, maybe put another 300 bucks in, get one more NFT and ensure that we can make it to the next round, and mint as many NFTs as possible. So yeah, hopefully that helps people decide. Again, never ever invest more than you're willing to lose. By all means, we don't want anybody putting in their rent money, into this. Again, it's just okay, trying to make sure that we're also responsible. So, all right, cool.
I've got one
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you below the last question potentially, and then yeah.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
No, for you to
Oh,
read.
for me. Oh, yep. All right. No, I think we're good. I mean, we again, guys, my throat is killing me. I've been up all day with these AMAs. If we didn't get to your question, feel free to put it and we will address it tomorrow. But I have a long week ahead of us, doing multiple AMAs and multiple videos. So I think we're gonna probably cut it short here again before the detonator rollover. But make sure that you look at it on your own. So yeah. All right. So is that it, LA? Any other final questions, or can we wrap it up?
Yeah, I want to give you a break. You've got 4 or 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt. It's gonna be insane. And again, I mean, we thank God. Just to clarify as well, I saw some other questions. We did not have exposure to stable fund or any of these, freeway, all these other projects. We did not invest into. Again, I've never been a fan of trading bots and teams that aren't doxed and cannot, verify what they're doing. So no, we have no exposure to any of these. So if, even though they did rug, and now those funds are gone, it did not impact our treasury or EMP at all. So that is another silver lining. Um, we've been super, super responsible with our treasury, and it is still extremely healthy, even to this day. So, all right. Again, if anybody has more questions, I know it's a lot to take in today, some major changes, but just follow up in Telegram or Discord, and I will address all of them tomorrow through the AMAs. So, all right, thanks everybody. Again, we have a big week ahead, and I hope all of you are as excited as I am, and really bringing EMP to a whole new level. So, all right. Thanks, LA, for being here. Bull will hopefully be here tomorrow
Bye,
to
guys.
join us. Yeah, and we can go from there. So, all right. Good night. Good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.